going on YouTube? It's your main man buddy and Bramigo Dennis here with an update on my 260 gallon reef tank. You can see Montana going through there, taking it easy, settled on that name. It's pretty befitting. As you can see, the Duncan coral there is doing pretty well. If we zoom in on it in a moment, you'll actually see I thought there was some Aptasia, but it's actually just a little polyp of Duncan there, which is pretty nifty. But yeah, beyond that there, this is the view of the tank from the kitchen, and this is the primary reason why I got it designed this way, just so I can take advantage of two viewing panes and really get two different viewing aspects when it comes to the depth behind the tank. As you can see, tank's sort of fighting its way out of new tank syndrome, which is to be expected. It's only about 3 weeks old. Sort of jump in the deep end if you haven't seen the earlier videos. Essentially I've been keeping the glass clean by scrubbing it. I just actually cleaned the glass prior to filming this, so you can see a bit of particulate in the water. But nonetheless, everything's going pretty well. The diatoms are starting to die down a little bit. There's a little bit of bryopsis here and there, but nothing that the Tang and the Angel can't smash. Further to the Duncan there, as you can see, it's just a close-up of it. Looking pretty happy and healthy. A few heads that are popping up here and there, which is good. The lighting doesn't do a good job of showing off the colours of this acro, but it's doing pretty good. The polyps are out, starting to encrust on the plug, so I'm quite happy with that piece there as well. Same as the stag to the right of it, but I'll go further into that later on in the video. This piece looks like it's actually encrusting onto where I put the glue on it. You do see the polyps come out, and it's starting to get a bit of growth at the end, I hope anyhow. It's definitely not bleaching, but it's doing pretty good. It's nice and healthy, and hopefully it'll colour up nicely as time goes by. Pleasantly surprised by this piece. It was really bleached out when I first got it and put it in the tank. Towards the base of it, you can see it's starting to pink out a little bit and brown out a little bit, which is much better than it being bleached. But I'm really interested to see how this one colours up as well. This is one of the browned out pieces too, or bleached pieces that I got as well. Here's another browned out piece that I got. This is probably the healthiest, I'd say. It's got the most polyp extension, and it's starting to really encrust up onto the rock work. So it's taken to the tank quite well. Same thing as with all the browned out pieces. I'm really interested to see how this one colours up. Onto the Samacora. This is my canary in the gold mine. As you can see, the bryopsis or the diatom, whatever it is starting to really recede back on it, so it's a good indicator that the tank's doing well now. Coral's doing good too. This browned out piece here is really on the fritz. Had a bit of recession in the tissue. It looks like bleaching anyhow. The bottom half of it looks fine, but top half of it definitely worse for wear. So I'll keep an eye on it. There's another piece that I'm looking to get that I can replace that piece with. So hopefully it comes good. If not, I've got another piece that I've got lined up. Piece to the right of it's doing well. It's got some growth on the tips there, as you can see, and it's encrusting onto the plug. So just wait and see how it grows with the water movement over the top of it. Just zooming in on that piece again. As you can see, the lighting doesn't really do a good job of showing off the colours, so I'll probably look at rearranging the bulb combo on my ATI fixture and then going from there. Here's another one of the browned out pieces. This one's doing quite well up there. I'm hoping that it starts to develop some nice coloration on it as well, but the polyps are extended for most of the time. You can probably see a little bit of movement. Here's a bit of the stag as well, to go back to it. As I said, pretty straightforward with those pieces. The bird's nest out in the back corner on the right hand side there, that's doing pretty well as well, but it's a bird's nest. They sort of grow anywhere. This blue piece has had quite a bit of growth on it as well. Same as that browned out piece there. It's been pretty solid there, doing well. Got some polyp extension on it, which is good. The piece in the front towards the center of it is a slow grower. It's had a bit of growth that I can see anyhow, and a little bit of encrusting, but it's staying healthy, which I'm happy with. And I'm really interested to see how that colors up, because it's got a nice green rim around the corallites, which is nice and interesting. This is my favorite piece. I'm really interested to see how this one grows out and colors up in particular. It has grown a bit. Probably if you refer to the earlier videos, you can see the encrusting on the frag plug itself has spread, and it's starting to spread out over the actual colony itself. Millie's doing well. Lost a bit of the browning on it from earlier on, so I'm really interested to see how this one colors up too. I'm slowly raising the lights as well just to make sure it doesn't bleach, but the pulps are out and ready to play. Leather's starting to foot up on the rock, which is good. Once it's footed up, I'll give it to a friend of mine because I don't really have a place for it. Lobo's still not touched, which is awesome. It really opens up earlier in the morning, so it's actually a lot larger than it is there, but it's good to see that it hasn't been nibbled on. Here are a couple of shots that sort of try and capture it as a full tank shot. I'll get a better angle further down the track of a full tank shot, but as it stands, probably the best. I'll fiddle around with the combos of the lighting as well, just see if I can bring out some of the colours of the corals without going too blue. But beyond that there, yeah, tank's looking pretty happy and healthy. Thanks for watching the update, guys. Like, subscribe, or if you have any other questions, feel free to comment. With that being said, take it easy and happy reefing.